Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this week's Fast Tracks webinar. In this webinar, we're going to be covering loyalty and specifically enhanced loyalty. So, what is Fast Tracks Enhanced Loyalty? Enhanced loyalty is basically a supercharged version of the integrated loyalty that comes built into every Fast Tracks POS system. It unlocks reporting. It gives optional shared balance buckets called a balance type or multiple balance types, open-ended campaigns, raffles, automatic rewards, and no limit to the number of campaigns that can be ran. Integrated loyalty, by comparison, gives you the option to run one single campaign for a post-sale coupon. It also gives you your manufacturer-sponsored campaigns, and then no reporting. So enhanced loyalty, there's no comparison to the power. I mean, it's just a much better solution. Let's take a look at some of the basics of loyalty functionality. I'm in Director, and I'm going to go to the loyalty module. I have a list of all my loyalty customers. How do I populate these loyalty customers and where are they stored? Loyalty customers are going to be stored at corporate. That way, they can be shared across one or all stores. If a customer shops at store 1, they can also shop at store 2, store 3, store 4, and they're still earning points on their account. How do we enter these customers? There's two ways. In Director, at corporate, I can choose the new button, and I can manually enter a customer here. I can put in data like date of birth, address, city, email, phone number. Are they okay to be text, emails? All we really care about is a first name and a last name, and that this active checkbox is checked. That means they're an active loyalty customer. Now, it would by far benefit you to put in like a cell phone number. That way you can search for them by cell phone number, or a driver's license number. You can search by driver's license number. There's a scan number field. This can be used to put in a driver's license number. That way you can scan a customer's driver's license and it would automatically add them to the transaction utilizing a barcode scanner. Or you can use like plastic loyalty cards. Basically, as long as they're scannable and you designate what barcode is a loyalty barcode, the system will know that whenever I scan that, it's going to be expecting to look up a loyalty customer. That's adding a loyalty customer in Director. How do we do this in POS? Let's go to the point of sale. We're going to open the POS up. This is the normal main screen. To add a loyalty customer or to look one up, you have to click on the customer glyph here. To find someone, I just simply choose the find button. That's basically a wildcard search. I can also search by phone number, last name, email, that scan ID, or driver's license. I want to add someone brand new. So I'm going to choose the new button. I can type in data here if I want to, but by far the fastest way to add a customer in the point of sale is to utilize that barcode scanner and scan the driver's license. It would automatically populate whatever data is on that driver's license. So that saves you time from having to type in all this data manually. It also goes ahead and populates the scannable ID field to the driver's license number. So at that point, let's say that that customer comes back, you can just simply scan their driver's license on this screen here, and it will add them to the transaction as a loyalty customer. And then also, if you have any kind of items in your system that has an age verification window, it's going to know, hey, this driver's license has already been scanned. So if they're of age and they can bypass that age verification, it will take that into consideration. So you're really killing two birds with one stone there. It's by far and large the most efficient way to do that. Now, let's add a customer to the transaction so we can look at what the button does after we have a customer added to the transaction. We can see the customer's name is here. That means that they are now tied to this transaction. They're eligible to start earning points on any kind of campaigns, system discounts that may have loyalty tied to it. If I click on that once more, that brings up customer options. I can view their current balances. I can look at any kind of coupons they have. I can look at their sales history. I can edit their customer details, which would basically go back and editing, like when I was adding them. I can change the name, address, things like that. I can choose another customer, which would bring up the option to where I can search for a new customer to add to the transaction. Maybe I manually search for somebody and I press the wrong John Smith. Or I can clear them from the transaction. Now, what do these look like? If I view customer balances, that'll basically show their balances they have up to this point. If I view their coupons, I can see what kind of coupons they have up to this point. Sales history will, of course, show their sales transactions. Here's where I'm editing the details. And then here's where I can search for a new customer and add them to the transaction. That's the basics of adding a customer, looking a customer up, and then viewing their details from the point of sale. So let's look at loyalty campaigns and get into the fun stuff of the enhanced loyalty offering. I want to tab back to Director. First and foremost, you have to have a balance type. That is tied to every campaign. That is basically what stores and what the customer is earning. When they hit a certain ratio of points, that's when it's going to print the coupon out. There's multiple balance types here because I can have as many as I need. The one limitation is for open-ended campaigns, and that's specific to enhanced loyalty. What is an open-ended campaign? Well, let's first look at what I like calling a closed-ended campaign, a normal campaign, so we can better see the differences. Points per dollar. I'm going to edit that. We can see that it just has a name. I've got it set to show on the receipt whenever the receipt prints out. And notice this redeem ratio. If I'm building new balance types, I have the option of adding in a redeem ratio one time. That is for open-ended campaigns. By default, if it's set to 0, that means it's a closed-ended campaign. So the system will handle the trigger amounts and when the coupons are printed out. All closed campaigns have a redeem ratio of 0. Open-ended campaigns. I've got a balance type for open-ended. When I view that, we'll see I have the same data there, but I have 10 here. Now remember, I can have one open-ended balance type. What does this mean? This means that every 10 points, the customer earns $1. Also, that opens up the Open Redeem Coupon Details. What is this hyperlink? This is basically your coupon details. I can put in my header text, text at the body, and then any kind of disclaimers. Open campaigns are a dollar amount off. So basically that coupon that when the customer chooses to redeem it, it's like cash. It's a tender. Expiration. Does it never expire? So is it good forever? Is it good up until a certain date? Or is it good for a certain number of days after they choose to redeem that? And then what is this coupon good for? Is it good for all items? Is it good for specific items? Is it good for all items except a certain number of items? And then there's my filters based on category. So department, major category, so on and so forth. This is very powerful when compared to the integrated loyalty offering. Why is that? Well, with filters, let's say we have a post-sale coupon campaign on the integrated side. And let's say it's for Gatorades. I have 25 different Gatorades in my price book. Let's say I add all 25 of those to a campaign. I have a new Gatorade flavor that comes in. I add that to the price book. If I don't manually add that brand new item into this integrated loyalty campaign, then the customer, when they buy it, they're not going to earn any points on that. Whereas in the enhanced loyalty offering, I can set where it's based on whitelist or blacklist. That means, say I have the manufacturer's Gatorade, and I I add that manufacturer field to my new item, it's automatically going to be added to this campaign based on that filter. That way I'm not having to remember to, when I add that item, go to the campaign, add it in. It just does that automatically for me. And then limit once per sale. That's another option. Don't want to limit this coupon to once per sale be used. So remember, open-ended campaign balance types, I can only have one of those. That is where the redeem ratio is not set to 0. And the number of points I put here is going to be equal to a dollar amount, $1. Whereas the closed balance types, the redeem ratio is always set to 0 because they get their coupons from an automatic triggering based on a certain number of points. Open-ended, the customer chooses. So let's look at some of the campaign types. I'm going to click on the campaign tab. And on the integrated loyalty side, I have my post-sale coupon, and I can have it based on points per dollar or points per item. And then I have my 3 manufacturer-sponsored campaigns. Enhanced loyalty has far more campaigns. Also, I don't have to deal with the limitation. I have one active option for a integrated loyalty campaign for a post-sale coupon. That's it. Whereas on enhanced, I can have as many as I need. When I view a campaign here, we can see, I'm just going to jump to the campaign type. There's more options. So let's go over what each of these fields mean. I have my name of my campaign. I have my start date and my stop date. The campaign type, that is what type of campaign is it? Is it a points per dollar? Is it a points per item? Is it the manufacturer sponsored? Is it a raffle? Or is it an auto reward every X customer? The barcode for the coupon is going to be automatically generated. Campaign value. This is used for the closed-ended campaigns. What is that coupon value? When the customer earns a coupon, what is that worth? In this case, I have $1 put in place. I'm going to choose the coupon details hyperlink. This is kind of like that hyperlink for the open-ended balance type. This is where I can put in my coupon details for that campaign. I can have it set for $1 off or a free item. Does it expire? Does it expire on a static date or days after issue? And then my filter type. What is this coupon good for? All items or my whitelist and blacklist options. And then do I want to limit this coupon to once per sale or not? When done, I'll choose Save. Balance type. This is where I choose what balance type is associated with this campaign. I've got it set to my points per dollar. Trigger type. Since we're not doing an open-ended campaign, we're going to make sure it's a points earned. This is not an open-ended campaign. Trigger value. This is going to be whenever the customer earns this many points, in this case, whenever they spend that many dollars, spit out that coupon for $1. What is this campaign good for? What do they earn points on? That's the same as basically what the filter for the coupon details for what a coupon is good for. I can have all items, individual items, or my whitelist and blacklist. Earn limit. How many times can a customer earn this coupon in this campaign period? 0 is unlimited. Then I can put 1, 2, 3, so on and so forth. Multipliers. This is a really neat option in enhanced loyalty that integrated does not have. I can basically offer incentives based on the form of payment that the customer is paying. So let's say that, let's look at this campaign. Customer spends $50, they're going to earn a $1 coupon. Let's say I want to push cash transactions. I don't want to pay credit card fees. So what do I do here? I can change that 1 because it's going to be 1 times every dollar spent. I can change that to a 0.5. What does this do? This means that if the customer pays with credit cards, a non-cash transaction, they're going to get half as many points. So if they have a $50 transaction go and they pay in cash, they're going to get 50 points. If they pay with credit card, they're going to get 25. They effectively, if they're paying with cards, have to spend double the amount. That really makes this trigger value 100 whenever you take that into consideration. Limit to once per sale is an option. And then what stores do I want to assign to this campaign? Simple enough. So really what this campaign is going to do is just a points per dollar campaign between these two dates. When the customer spends $50, they get 50 points. If they're paying with cash, they're going to get a $1 coupon. That's good for all items, and the coupon can be earned in limited times, and it's good for all items. If they pay with non-cash, they're going to earn half as many points as they normally would. Let's look at the points per item campaign. Basically, the same parameters are on this campaign. The main difference is the campaign type. It's points per item instead of points per dollar. I've got it set for whenever the customer earns 15 points, they get a $5 coupon. I've got my coupon details here. It's $1 off. It never expires. And I've got it set for certain departments. And when I have a filter set in place, the Manage Filter hyperlink shows up. When I choose that, then I can actually pick what filters I want to place. In this case, I've got the snack department. So this coupon is only going to be good for snack department items. I'm going to choose Save. Filter here, I've got the department whitelist. When I choose any kind of option other than all, I have the Manage Filter. This is also set for snacks. So they're only going to be earning points on items for snacks. The coupon's only good for snacks, they're only earning on snacks. So whenever they earn 15 points, it's going to print out that $5 coupon. These other values are really the same. I'm going to choose Save. Let's look at the Raffle campaign. I'm going to choose Edit. How does a raffle work? Well, normally, raffle customer would buy a raffle ticket. There's a drawing at some point. The drawing takes place, and there is a winner or multiple winners. How does it work in Fast Tracks? Whenever a customer makes a purchase in this time frame for this group of items, they're automatically going to be entered in for the drawing. Where's the drawing take place? It's really just a report. We'll go over that here momentarily. Now, I've got it set for all items. If I want to make a raffle ticket item in my price book, I can totally do that and then set an item whitelist where they have to purchase that raffle ticket. So I have the option for both ways. That is how the raffle campaign works. Now, one thing, I'm going to go back to that and take notice that the campaign value is grayed out here. Why is that? That's because they're not really earning a coupon or raffle. It's generally a prize. So the system doesn't know what you're going to give prize-wise, so that's why that's grayed out. Let's look at the open-ended campaign now. This one's going to be vastly different than the others. The reason being, unlike the points per item, points per dollar, the system's going to, whenever they hit that trigger amount, the system's going to automatically print them out a coupon for that campaign value. Notice here that the campaign value is set for 0 and the trigger value is set for 0. Why is that? Well, that's because this detail is set on the balance type. Remember, we had 10 points to every dollar. Now, there's going to be a special button on the register. That special button is what we call basically a loyalty redemption button. The customer chooses when they want to redeem that, and it'll print out a coupon for them. So that's why the value is set to 0 here, because they choose when they want to redeem it, and you already have your value set. In this case, in this scenario, it's 10 points for $1. The trigger type, I want to make sure it's open-ended, not a points earned. And then my balance type, I want to make sure that it's set for open-ended as well. All these other values are going to be really the same, set the same way as my other campaigns. Then there's the auto reward every X customer campaign type. I'll choose edit, have my time frame. Basically, all the parameters are going to be the same. The main difference will be the campaign value. That's, of course, the coupon that's going to print out, and the trigger value. So in this case, this trigger value is going to be every 10th customer, they're going to get a $3 coupon. If I have that set for 100, every 100th customer is going to get a $3 coupon. So that covers the basics of the campaign types. Let's look at how they function in the point of sale. I go to the point of sale, I open the point of sale up. I'm going to add a loyalty customer to the transaction. And I'm going to do a pretty large sale here. I'm going to do this a few times so I can earn a lot of points. I'm going to go back to John Appleseed. I'm going to choose him once more so we can get the options. I'm going to view customer balances. We can see he has 267 points on that open-ended campaign. Let's say he's in the store now. He wants to redeem some of that credit that he's earned. How does he do that? Well, remember, there's a button, a loyalty redeem button. I've got that placed here on my screen. So whenever I choose that and he's tied to the transaction, it's going to tell me 10 points is to $1 based on that balance type. He has $26 available. He's 3 points shy of 270 points to be $27. Does he want to redeem them all, or does he want to redeem them just part? So let's say he wants to redeem all those points. 26 is already in there by default. I'm going to choose OK. That will deduct 260 points from that balance bucket for him, and then it will also print out a coupon for him for $26. So whenever I go back to here and use balance, he's down to just 7 points. Simple enough. Other loyalty types, you can see their balances, coupons. You can see what he's earned coupon-wise. So he's been one of the random customers that got an auto reward. He's got $44 that he's not spent in open redeem coupons. And then he's got $1 available in the points per dollar. He's got 17 of those. So he's really got $17 that he's automatically earned based on that automatic trigger value. So let's go back to Director now. That covers customers, campaigns, and balance types. Enhanced Loyalty also has reports. There is several reports. We're going to jump to the raffle drawing report. This is that randomly generated customer that's been entered into that raffle drawing, whether it be based on any item they bought, if the filter is set to that, or a specific raffle item. I'm going to choose that raffle campaign. That's tied. Notice there's only one. We have other campaigns. That's because this campaign type is set for raffle. And then what winners, how many do I want to draw? If I choose one, it's going to randomly choose one single winner. If I choose that same button again, the print report, it's going to be random again. So Lee won again. If I choose it again, John Appleseed won. So it's truly random in how it generates that. Lee won again. Lee won again. Lee is very lucky today. I won. I'm going to leave it at that. If I want to have different tiers of winners, I could have multiple winners drawn. So I'm going to choose 3 here. Let's say I have 3 prizes. Lee won again at first prize. Let's redo that since it's random. John Appleseed won. I'm one. So we'll leave it at that. Then there's the other campaign types. Campaign activity summary report. It'll basically give us a summary for all campaigns. how many total points have been earned, how many total coupons have been printed, what's the redeem rate of that campaign. There's also a filter over here, so I can show all campaigns or individual campaigns. The detail report, that'll be details for each campaign. The auto reward, the points per dollar, points per item, open is going to give details. And I can also choose individual campaigns. Customer activity report, I can show all customers or individual customers. Here's how that report would look. It'll show all of John Appleseed's transactions and everyone else's. Loyalty customer information, I can view individual customers or all customers. And that'll basically print out a list of all those, the name, their email, cell phone number, what stores have they shopped at, when did they join, and our last activity date. Now, one thing I want to bring back up that we went over previously in one of our webinars was all of our reports are exportable. You just simply have to choose this export report button. That allows you to print out a report in different formats. You can print it out in Adobe PDF, Excel data only, which is just the data of that report. It doesn't keep like the images, Microsoft Word, and rich text format. Just keep that in mind. The loyalty customer information alternative report. This gives a bit different detail. It'll give you, are they okay with email? Are they okay with receiving text? Their address? How much have they spent in their activity? The loyalty customer activity report. There's our raffle. The employee loyalty enrollment report. This report will give us the number of loyalty customers that each employee has enrolled. So if you want to have a competition or something to which employee can enroll the most loyalty customers in a certain time period, this report will show you who enrolled that. And then our open redeemed report. It'll basically show the number of points redeemed in those open-ended campaigns. So there's one other thing I want to show you report-wise. Back in the Customers tab, there's an Enrolled by Store. This report will basically show you the customers that were enrolled by specific stores. And then there's the print option where I can print out customers here. So that covers our reports. Finally, there's an Analysis tab. This basically gives you a graphical view of certain loyalty details, like loyalty versus non-loyalty sales. It'll show you your total sales, how much of that is loyalty versus non-loyalty, and then graph that out for you in this time period, your start date and your stop date. It'll give you loyalty sales by customer location. So I can see if I have zip codes, first and foremost, I have to have that data tied to the customer. In this case, I don't, but remember, if you scan with your scanner, the driver's license, it'll automatically populate that. As always with any kind of system, the more data you have, the better. And then loyalty sales by customer. I can see what total sales each customer has done. That covers enhanced loyalty and its power. So we can see that it's awesome and it has way more capabilities than the integrated offering. Feel free to contact us if you'd like to set up a trial of this at your store or stores. If you want to have more details, we'll be happy to demo it off for you. Also, on our website, I'm going to go to that. GoFTx.com. If you go to the Lifeline tab, scroll down. Loyalty has its own section of documentation and videos. Keep that in mind and always check because there's new content added all the time to all of our documentation and video section. It's a great way to learn and keep up to date with new things that are added. And then finally, enhanced loyalty. That is an evolving feature-rich application extension. So If you have ideas of how to improve it, let us know. Give us requests. We want to make this the best loyalty offering that we possibly can. It wouldn't be where it is today if it wasn't for everyone giving suggestions. So with all of our software, every update, there's new features, new things that are added. Enhanced loyalty, it's one of the newer parts of our software in the past 2 years, and it's gradually getting better the more and more people that we have on this because they have requests. Thank you for your time, and I hope everybody learned something new today. I hope you want to try this out. And like I said, give us some feedback. If you want to try it out, let us know. And I thank you for your time. I look forward to sticking with you next week, and have a wonderful weekend.